Billy Thompson is opening his bank. He's been saving to buy a set of paints for school and a baseball bat. Does he have enough money to buy those things? He doesn't really have the paint box yet, but let's pretend it's here. How much do the paints cost? 65 cents. But Billy doesn't have the paints yet. How about the bat? How much does it cost? $1.29. And Billy doesn't have the bat now either. Let's write down these numbers. For the paints, 65 cents, or 65 pennies. And for the bat, $1.29, or 129 pennies. But how much money does Billy have? He has $1. That's the same as 100 pennies. And a $half, or 50 pennies. And a quarter, or 25 pennies. And 1, 2, 3, 4 dimes, or 40 pennies. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pennies. Now Billy can add. Just a minute, Billy. Just how did you add? Arrange your money on the floor, and with the numbers, we'll see how adding works. Here are 8 pennies. Let's put down 8. And here are 4 dimes. How shall we put this down? To write this number, we need 2 places. Here's a 4 to stand for the 4 dimes. And now we'll need a 0 as a placeholder in the units place. We'd better move the dimes and pennies into their places too. One place will be for pennies. Call it the units place. And this place will be for dimes. Call it the tens place. But let's study our numbers a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These numbers belong in the units place. But 10 takes up 2 places. This 1 means 1/10. And this 0 means no units. Now 1/10 and 1 unit, 11. 1/10 and 2 units, 12. 1/10 and 3 units, 13, and so on. So now we all know that this number means 4 tens and no units, 40. We put down the number 40 to stand for 4 dimes. Now what number should we put for the rest of Billy's money? Here's a quarter. Let's change it to pennies and dimes so we can add. We'll change it to pennies first. How many pennies do we have? Let's pile them up and see. Here are 5 pennies to add to the other pennies, and 2 piles of 10 pennies each. A dime is the same as 10 pennies, and a quarter is the same as 5 pennies and 2 dimes. What number should we put down? 5 units and 2 tens. 25. Now, do you know how many dimes make a $half? That's right, 5. So what do we put to stand for the $half? 5 dimes and no pennies. 5 tens and no units. And now the dollar. What should we put for the dollar? Do you know? Well, suppose we change the dollar to pennies. What a lot of pennies. Let's pile them up by tens. Now, 10 piles with 10 pennies in each pile. If we change them to dimes, we'll have 10 dimes. And 10 dimes are the same as $1. Now, there are no pennies, so we'll put 0 in the units place. There are no dimes, so we'll put 0 in the tens place. Then a 1 in the hundreds place gives us the number to stand for $1, 100. And there are the numbers to stand for Billy's money. Now we're ready to add the numbers on the floor, just the way Billy added the same numbers on the blackboard. We'll start from the top and add the units first. 5 units and 8 units. 5 pennies and 8 pennies. That makes 13 pennies, doesn't it? But we can't put 13 in the units place. 13 takes up 2 places. 13 really means 1 10 and 3 units, 1 dime and 3 pennies. We'll put 3 in the units place. And we have 1 more dime to add to the other dimes. So above the tens place, let's put down 1. Now we'll add the tens. 1 10 and 5 tens and 2 tens and 4 tens. 1 dime and 5 dimes, 6 dimes. And 2, 8 dimes. And 4, 12 dimes. We can't put 12 in the tens place. 12 takes up 2 places. So we'll change 10 of the dimes to $1. Then there are 2 dimes left. And we'll put 2 in the tens place. Now we have 1 more dollar to add to the other dollar. And above the hundreds place, 1 more hundred to add to the other hundred. 100 and 100. $1 and 1 more dollar, $2. So we'll put 2 in the hundreds place. And that's the way to add. That's the way Billy adds. Now Billy wants to check, to make sure he didn't make a mistake. He added from the top to 4, so this time Billy will add from the bottom. 8, 13. 1, 5, 7, 12. 1, 2. And now Billy has 2 hundreds and 2 tens and 3 units. That's the same as 223 pennies. Is that enough to buy the paints and the bat? See if you can add with Billy. 4 belongs in the units place. 9 in the tens place. And 1 in the hundreds place. What is the answer? And how do we check our adding? That's right. Add from the bottom up. $194, just what we found adding the other way. And Billy knows that 223 is more than the price of both the paints and the bat, so he can buy them both, and he'll have some money left. Uh-oh, better pick up the money. Now Billy can't wait to have both the paints and the bat. He added, and he found out that he has enough money to buy them both. And we found out how to add. We know that this is the units place, and this is the tens place, and this is the hundreds place, and 10 units are the same as 1 10. Addition is easy.